As it ages and as it matures, you are going to notice this intensification of different colors, these multi-colors throughout. This is brand new today from $24.95, $22.46. It blooms on new wood. You can, I mean, and it's very dense, so it'll create a shrub that's like 3 to 5 feet, a perfect flowering hedge, if you will. I think what's so amazing about this, Rochelle, is that the hydrangea is actually, isn't it like the #1 flower in the U.S.?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. The amount of breeding that has gone on in the hydrangea realm over the last decade is extraordinary. And the reason is, I have to assume, because everybody just loves them so much. And so we've seen new colors. We've seen better flowering, bigger flowering, different kinds of flowering. And then like this one benefits from breeding that actually fixes the problem that everyone always asks with hydrangeas, which is, why didn't my hydrangea bloom? And that, I can tell you, is because the older varieties of this type of hydrangea and others, they would bloom on what we refer to as old wood. So a hydrangea stalk, a stem, would be grown in a year, and then that year, after that, we'd have a winter, and then it wasn't until the second year that stalk would then get a bloom. It was a 2-year cycle, which would mean that all this time had to go by where that stem didn't get any damage. And lately, particularly with, you know, some climate change and crazy weather, early, late frosts, all these things that are happening, those would get damaged often, and so you wouldn't get your blooms. Now we have hydrangeas that bloom on old wood and new wood. And so what we mean by new wood is, in the same season, it throws up the branch and blooms. So you get your flowers and you don't have to worry. And if it's been like an easy couple of years, you're going to get double flowers, because you're going to get the old wood blooms and the new wood blooms. So bottom line is you're going to get blooms off of this. And these are so pretty. They come out in this pistachio green color, which is really unique and interesting. I know, you know, if you're a hydrangea lover, the traditional ones started out pink and blue, and then we had some white. Now we've been adding in these greens, and this one is so special because it matures from green to red, like a burgundy, which is so unique. It's so beautiful. And these are really good in arrangements, but also if you, you know, I always kind of leave my arrangement just a little too long, or let the water run out. Everything looks terrible except the hydrangeas in the arrangement once like the whole thing's dried out. These actually, they dry so beautifully. So if you love things like dried flowers, hydrangeas like these are amazing as a dried element, and so easy to dry. They deepen their color as they dry, which is really nice.
Do I have to feed them? How often do I feed them and or water them?
Yeah, so you're going to want to keep these nice and watered. This is the thing I love about hydrangeas. They are real bellwethers of the garden. If you've grown hydrangeas before, if it's a hot, sunny day and your whole garden needs to be watered, your hydrangea is going to be the first one that's going to look at you and be like, I'm dying. Like, all the leaves are going to be down, and it's going to be pitching a little fit and looking horrible, but they would come right back. Like, it's just this, I always tell people that I think they're very talkative little plants, because they're the first ones that are going to stomp their feet and complain over like whatever the situation, but they just want the water. That's all they do. And they literally can watch them pick back up if you have underwatered them. So yeah, they have these lovely leathery leaves. They're so nice even when they're not in bloom, but these are going to bloom right from, you know, early summer into the fall. They keep going. I plant mine in full sun because I'm way up north, but as you go south, you might need to give it a little more shade.
Got it. So 745556 is your item number there. Brand new. And then, of course, oh, here, I'll step over here so you can really see them in their beauty. Amazingly popular. We have to be close to 12,000 now.